what is some of the science behind the new Wicked movie? My first theory about The Land of Oz is that the Munchkins are small for a very specific reason. Death. In evolution, a smaller species. That's right, we're gonna do science in a fantasy movie. We're figuring it out. In the new Wicked movies, the Munchkins are now normal people. That's basically because the creative director wanted to make it seem like everyone looked a lot like Bach because Bach was such a character, which is fine. It's a choice. But the original Munchkins were much smaller. Why would Munchkins be so small? Well, there's actually an evolutionary reason for it, and it's the same reason why all the animals can talk. Niche partitioning is when a bunch of animals live in the same spot and they all have to kind of eat the same thing, so they start to eat at different levels. This is like if a giraffe lived with a gazelle. Perhaps because all animals can speak, maybe there is more competition for resources, which has pushed humans to be much shorter. There's a reason why animals are so small on islands. It's called Foster's rule. It means there's a smaller amount of resources and a smaller amount of land, so the animals actually get smaller. So maybe, much like Homo floresiensis evolved to be smaller because they combated with other animals in their ecosystem. Another idea is that a lot of things died before them. So Munchkins might have come around after an extinction event, which leads to this thing in evolution called the Lilliput effect, which is named after the characters from Gulliver's Travels. This is where animals, after a great extinction, actually shrink in size because resources diminished, because it's like a doomsday world. If global warming happens on a grand scale, sometimes animals have shrunk in order to survive the lack of resources. Climate disasters can cause droughts and such, and there was actually the Great Drought in the movie that was mentioned. So one idea is that these warming periods have actually caused the species of Munchkins and Twinkies and all the other 4 species of little people are now shrunken. This happened to Cephorhippus, and it could have happened to the Munchkins. I'm leaning more towards there's definitely some sort of global warming happening because of the Great Drought. In fact, the Land of Oz isn't even surrounded by an ocean. It's surrounded by endless desert, which could just be some sort of Pangea-like supercontinent. Also, I haven't seen the second movie yet. So don't spoil it. Don't spoil the physics conversation that Elphaba has with the wizard in the second movie part.